Good job.
Actually, really want to do things because this is difficult. I'll just say difficult. But yeah. But when I think of X or Xman, sexy Xy. I like to refer to him as the champion golfer of the year. We learned from his family. His name was Johnny. They all knew him as Johnny, and I wish I would have known that. Right? But when I think about X, just two words come to mind. One is fun. The second word is generous. Fun and generous. I always look forward to the pairings that come out Friday afternoons. And I knew that when I was paired up with Xman, it was just going to be a great Saturday on the golf course. I don't care if you shoot 105, 110, whatever. It's going to be just a fun day with X. X, he loved to laugh. He would laugh at me. I would laugh at him. But he would laugh at himself, which is probably one of the most important things, right? He didn't take himself seriously out there. He knew that this was just amateur golf on Saturday afternoons. He was always positive about his golf game. Always found the best. Nagy loves to tell the story. How about on number one, they're walking off the green and Nagy says, X, what'd you get? I was hole high and two.
No, first thing I said, grade 7, X.
Yeah, no.
I said, grade 7, X. He goes, yeah, but I was 10 high and 2.
Yeah, that's what
Even though he chunked it and 3-putted, the only thing he'd say is, I was 10 high and 2. And that was him. He could shoot 105, but I made a birdie on 15 out of the 3. The rest of us shoot whatever. Damn, I missed those 3 putts and he hit that one bad shot. He was just the opposite. Whatever, he can only remember one shot out of 105.
That's how he was, so positive. You come in here, X, how'd you play? I had 3 birdies.
Right.
Great, we shoot 82, 83? Nope, 94. But I had 3 birdies. So that was him. But you know, he just always loved to laugh, and he was very positive about his game. But more importantly, you know, he was very, very generous. He was generous in small ways, and he was generous in big ways. Small ways, I don't know how many, all of you have heard, right? You're at the bar, give me a Miller Lite. Shut up, put that on my tab, baby! Right? How many times? You're out back here somewhere, you know? He would love sushi with the girls on Saturday. He'd go and get sushi, bring it back to him every week. But he was also generous in big ways. A close, dear friend, go through a rough patch in life, X would help him out. We had a guy that was only with us probably for several months. X barely knew him, and this guy was going through some really tough times in his life. X put him in a hotel room, make sure he had food, and I don't know what else. I have no idea. I only know this because X never boasted about it. He never tooted his own horn. He just gave out of his heart without patting himself on the back and everybody know, which is how it's supposed to be done. X did that. As Chris said a couple weeks ago, and I think you've said the same thing here tonight, there's an emptiness in this place right now. We all miss X, but his memory goes on. We'll get through it with the time. We love him, and we're just going to laugh and enjoy our friend. And I know right now that X is in his chair in heaven. You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? All right. That's our X. That's our X.
negotiate. I would like to say that I want to change E9 to X9. Anybody want to second that? I guess I should talk to Bud first, but.
That's all good, Bud. We got you.
That's great. I play more golf with X than anybody else, and he tried to teach me how to hit a sandwich, but I still can't do it.
With the claw grip.
Claw grip, and I wasn't that great. When I first started playing golf here, I sucked. I still kind of suck, but I hit it far. But X was like, I'll play with you. Nag, getting into the rules, why you walking through my line, and all that. Actually, because he's pipes, he's finally used my friend, leave me alone. But, we put this, we got the picture made for X, and we put the different sayings, and brought them up, and, we would play and putt, and now you'd be there. I putted from everywhere, 150 in, because I couldn't hit anything else. But X always told me that I was the second best putter at Windsor Park. He was the best. Didn't matter if I made a 40-footer, but you're the second best putter at Windsor. Don't you forget it. I love you, X. And I haven't been around. I've been doing other things, but it's really hard for me to get off of JTB right now and Hodges and turn this way. It's very difficult. He always had my back when I got drunk. He would get me home. I would get hit at home sometimes, and sometimes we'd just sit out there, and Stevie would leave, and we're still out there trying to sober up in the parking lot. But he's really the nicest soul that I've ever met, and there's no going to be duplicate next. And I just want to thank everybody for coming here, and that's all I got. I'm crying. Anybody else want to come up?
The bestie? The bestie?
You speak English.
We'll need a translator.
Yeah, I need a translator.
That's the first thing I never said. For English, place 2. Spot. Well, we are here together to enjoy the life I want to remember. Nobody expect this guy was so close to me, like a brother. You know me, then I play golf with him, we have a bad time, we have a great time. But one thing that got mad at him one time was, and I said, Xman, how can you do that? So we played number 2. It was raining, car bath only. So I got a wrong club. I said, Xavier, Xman, bring me the 6 iron. He's going to the car. He bring me the iron. I trash him. You know what? I hit it. Oh my God, I hit it good off the green. I look at it. That was a 4 iron. I said, Xavier, I can't believe you did that to me. Don't worry about it. So it was like, oh my God, that's my body. But you know, like how I create memory with him playing. It was so tough, still tough. To think it's gone, very tough. But I gotta tell you a story. That story is like something happened to me. So 7 years ago. Got broke, no money, got divorced, lost everything. So, we played one day something. We are in a bar. Was drinking, a good time. I got a phone call from Venezuela, from my first cousin. And she said to me, "Hey, Gonzo, how you doing?" That's a lady. Hi, cousin, how you doing? Well, not too good. I just let you know that your sister don't do it too good. She can pass away in a minute. So she hung up, started crying. I'm with Xman. She came to me and said, why are you crying? I said, Xavier, I just let you know that I just got a phone call from my cousin back home in Venezuela. My sister died. You know what he said to me? Buddy, don't worry about it. Let me know where you want to go, and I'll pay for it. That was the kind guy ever. That was something that you can never forget. And then, when I died, I take everything to grab it to home. So I can be with my money. We can play golf, we can laugh, and have a good time. But you know what? Thank you for you guys come home here. To thank you, my buddy. He was the greatest. He was the funny guy. It was unbelievable. And we're gonna miss it. Gotta move on. And one thing is, he always, when we come Saturday, it's a song that I always sing. Okay? He used to,
No song.
yeah. Yeah.
No singing. Don't sing.
So he tried to follow me, so I said, no, I can live without you. I can live without you. He said, no. Xman, please, don't lose. Great job. Thank you. I really appreciate everything.
Anyone? Everyone else?
Oh.
Anyone? Anyone else?
I had something to say. I want you all to know I love Nick so much. I came here at 4 o'clock to get ready. I just want to say quickly, my memories of Xer go pretty deep. We spent some time away from work. Golf course here. This is my guy. I got a nameplate.
I thought you were just here all the time. I'm sorry.
One of the things I wanted to share with my ex was he was the most competitive, non-competitive guy. He always wanted to play for a beer, and whether when he won or lost, he was going to buy you a beer. Anywhere, he always remembered it. He always kept saying, when we going back to the bricks? When we going back to the black sea? When we going back here? Yeah. We'll go back. But what I really wanted to express to his family is how much we loved him and how we won't miss him. I thought it was over, the crying. I'm still fighting through it. generosity is something we can all duplicate. We can all share what he did. And I want to thank him.
Absolutely.
I want to thank him.
Sebastian, tell us.
Before I start, I just really want to thank all of you for being a part of my brother. So we are gathered here today in the memory of Xavier Mathews, Xman for most of you and X for some. So that together we may acknowledge and share both our joys in the gift that his life to us was to us and the pain that his passings brings. Let us lessen the pain and remember more clearly the joys by sharing the joys and pains together. Okay? I am so grateful to be part of this day celebrating the incredible life of X. And I'm certain that X would have loved this celebration. As you all know, the beauty about X was no matter how knowledgeable, well-educated and big he was, he never talked about it. Instead, he was a very humble and a down-to-earth person. He had a very big heart as well as a very big brain. The biggest quality, as many of you remember, is that he always wanted to give but did not expect anything in return. If any one of us asked him, hey, can I get you this or that? The constant reply was, hey, I already have a jar. Hajar is a word in Hindi meaning thousands. So he would say, hey, I have thousands of those, I don't need. But on the other hand, even if by accident I told him, hey, I like that, I would get a link saying, arriving soon. When he had finished school and started college, we did not have phones then, and the only way we could communicate was through letters. He was very good at it. We always used to get a letter from him every week, but the letter was an exact copy of the previous letter. It always had the same content. There were 3 lines. And I remember that even today. It read, eating like an ox, sleeping like a log, and in fine spirits. He just wanted us to know that he was doing fine. That was all the message he was trying to send us. So let me tell you something what we did when we were small. He was very fond of reading. He was a very avid reader. I have never seen him study, never. But he always topped the class and the school, always. So, thinking about the golf family he had, I and he used to play golf in India. But golf was not a big sport in India. And, we had one golf course, maybe in, I don't know, the place we lived, but it was not at all we didn't even find a golf ball, forget about that. So, but he was very innovative there. So we used to play golf in the house, that is outside in the yard. So we had this big paving stones like this, and those large squares, and in the end of each square, because after some of erosion, there used to be small holes. So he told, hey, so he used to call me Joyson. My name is Sebastian, but he used to call me Joyson. Hey Joyson, we're going with that hole, okay? So neither did we have a ball, nor did we have a club. So what he did was, we had a guava tree in which there were a lot of guavas. I don't know if you know what's a guava. It's a small fruit. It's a green colored fruit. But we used to pick the small ones, the size of a golf ball. And the beauty about this was, it was not round, it was oval. Okay, so, and we used to just tap it, and this was when we were small. That was before he went to college, he was in school, and we just had so much of fun doing this. But one day, we happened to find a golf ball. One golf ball. We didn't even know it was a golf ball. Because, like I said, golf was and not, even now, is not very popular in India. The only thing really popular in India is cricket. So, we took the golf ball, but we used to play cricket on top of the house. I used to play cricket with them on top of the house with the golf. Then, this is something which I just learned 3 weeks back when I came here to meet all of you. And this is an incident which happened when I was here. I was living in Boston about 15 years back, 10 years back. He had a project in Boston that lasted for 2 years. So 2 years, every weekend he flew back to Jacksonville. So I asked him, hey, why you don't have to go back to Jacksonville, you stay with me. He goes, no, I got to play golf. Hey, I can take you to the golf course here. He said, no, it's not the same here. So then the reason I brought this up was, little did I know that he had such a wonderful family out here. And thank you all. He just wanted to spend his time out here with all of you guys. The weekends were just for you guys, it was not for anybody. So he always made sure he came to Windsor and he always played. I believe even when he moved out of here when he was in Bartram, he still came back to play golf out here because this was his family, a very big family which we never knew, nor did you guys know that So that was very touching for me, and I'm very fortunate and I'm very happy that he had so many people who he really had he had very good friends, and he really had a happy life out here, and we were always sad that he was all by himself. Little did I know.
Not even
He thought
close.
that like on holidays, we were like, hey, come over and have Thanksgiving with us and that, but not knowing that he was with you guys.
When he doesn't come for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
He had 2 reserved days he used to come. One was Christmas, Easter,
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Super Bowl, he always spent with me. And sometimes he came for my birthday, sometimes I went for his birthday, that's it. And so then it was random, if we just called him, hey, you can come over, and he just comes over, that's it. But he didn't have any fixed day. I don't even know if he ate turkey on Thanksgiving.
Holidays in general, like we always invited him to holidays, like a lot of us, always, holidays. He's like, no, man, I'm
He
good.
never, I do the same thing. He just never wanted to impose on anybody.
No, I know.
I try to get him all the time. Come on.
Yes, always.
No, he just go hang out by himself. He didn't want to impose on anybody.
I thought he was a witness protection.
He's just that way. Like you say, give, but he didn't want to take anything.
I'm sure that X has left all of us a legacy by carving his name in our hearts. He just wanted to do good for others unconditionally and never ever wanted it mentioned or any favors returned. Xman is survived by his mom, dad, brothers and sisters, Joe, Joyce, Sebastian and their families. We all are going to miss X dearly, and it's a big void that's never going to be filled. We are extremely grateful to all of you who made him have a happy life here in Jax. Thank you.
We're going to stay for 1 minute silence to give it to Xman in peace and life, whatever. Thank you.
Party for a cup.
Sugar.